Welcome. Have you ever wondered how video games rotate a character when you press a button? Or how an image editor spins a photo? Today, we are exploring the mathematics behind computer graphics, specifically focusing on trigonometry and rotation. First, let's understand our environment. A computer screen is essentially a giant grid. We use the Cartesian coordinate system to define locations. Every pixel has an x value, representing horizontal position, and a y value, representing vertical position. The center point, where x and y are 0, is called the origin. The secret to rotation lies in the unit circle. If we draw a circle around the origin, any point on that circle can be defined by an angle theta. The sine function tells us the height, or y value, and the cosine function tells us the width, or x value. This connection between angles and coordinates is crucial. So, what exactly is rotation? It is simply moving a point from one position to another along a circular path. We start with a point at coordinate xy, and we want to move it to a new coordinate, x prime y prime, by adding a specific amount of rotation angle. Here are the magic formulas that make it happen. To get the new x position, we take the original x times cosine of the angle minus the original y times sine of the angle. To get the new y, we calculate x times sine plus y times cosine. These two equations act as a translator from one angle to another. Let's visualize why this works. Imagine our point already has an angle called phi. When we rotate it, we are just adding our rotation angle, theta, to phi. By using trigonometric identities for the sum of angles, we derive the formulas from the previous slide. We don't need to know the original angle phi. The math works using just the x and y coordinates. In programming, this looks like a simple function. We take our x, y, and angle as inputs. We calculate the sine and cosine once, then apply the formulas to get the new coordinates. It is important to remember that most programming languages expect angles in radians, not degrees. In professional graphics programming, we organize these numbers into a matrix. A rotation matrix contains our cosine and sine values arranged in a grid. By multiplying this matrix by our coordinate vector, we perform the rotation calculation efficiently. This format allows graphics cards to process millions of rotations per second. There is a catch. The math always rotates points around the origin, the 0, 0 point. If you want to rotate an object around its own center or a specific pivot point, you must first move or translate the object so its center sits at the origin, perform the rotation, and then move it back. Finally, moving to 3D adds a third axis. Z in 3D space, we don't just rotate around a point, we rotate around an axis line. We have pitch for the x-axis, yaw for the y-axis, and roll for the z-axis. We combine three separate rotation matrices to orient 3D objects in any direction. To summarize, trigonometry bridges the gap between angles and pixels. By using sine and cosine in rotation matrices and understanding pivot points, we can control movement in 2D and 3D space. These fundamental concepts power everything from simple 2D platformers to complex 3D simulations.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.